Hey Sugar Plums, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kenny. If you're new to my channel, hello. I call my supporters Sugar Plums if you're like, what the hell are you talking about? That's where Sugar Plums is coming from. Yeah, my video is going to be more triggering than most, but it is something that I've been dealing with. Realizing I've had an issue with this topic, so if you're easily triggered and you've dealt with eating issues in the past, this is probably not the video for you. Yeah, so I'm going to be talking about my binge eating issue, because I definitely have a binge eating problem, and the only reason I'm making this video per se is because I have been getting a lot of comments about my weight gain on like my Instagram, and it has been bothering me a lot just because like even Facetune can't fix the amount of weight I've gained at this point, and I don't want to look totally like not like my pictures, so I can't Facetune them as much anymore, and it's gotten to the point that even after Facetune, people are noticing that I've gained weight, and it's really sad to think about. It really is, just because like being online, you see like the before and afters. You've seen when you were skinny, you've seen when you were at the weight that you loved, you see the entire process, so like you can look back and be like, oh, I was too skinny here, I was too big here, oh, I was the perfect size here. So it really does trigger, and I just recently decided that this is a problem. So in denial about this for like literally years, probably since, and yeah, kind of just wanted to come clean to you guys about it because you guys are like, you know, my friends. So yeah, I guess I should start. So growing up, I've always had issues with like my weight. I was always too skinny, and I'm gonna like be inserting pictures throughout the entire video just so you guys can get familiar with like what I'm talking about. Whether I was too fat, whether I was just not the size that I wanted to be. Dates back to like probably like when I was in like elementary school. So this aunt, and whenever we would come over, like me and my siblings, she would call us Sticks. So that was like her name for us. It was Sticks. I guess she always said when we went over, like, are you guys eating? Like, oh my god, you're so skinny. So I guess my problem then and my problem now are different, because back then I was like way too skinny, I guess you could say. I used to hate being skinny. Like, I was just always this really, really skinny friend. I made fun of for like my chicken legs. Like, if you're friends with me, you know I'm very self-conscious about them. Lately, I've been embracing them a lot more because I think they're pretty much the only thing keeping me skinny at the moment. But much food, because she thought we were like starving. But naturally, I just had like a really high metabolism. Like, me and all my siblings were just very, very skinny. But I remember being so young thinking that skinny bad. Like, should I be upset that I'm skinny? Like skinny is like almost seen as pretty, and like that's a whole nother topic to get into. But yeah, so I guess my issues start then, and then growing up I was always more fragile, I was always more delicate, and I was always really, 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 really skinny compared to like other boys my age. And that was something I was so self-conscious about. I always wanted to gain weight, and I always wanted to be a little thicker, and I always wanted to be, you know, healthy looking. Because guys, I'm going to insert clips, you're going to be like, is that the same person? But literally, like, I was so skinny. I looked malnourished, I looked sickly, I looked just like not good. When I went to high school, my eating habits kind of just stayed really weird. Like, I didn't eat lunch at school. I would always go home and like eat one meal a day. So I noticed even since then, like, I've always eaten one meal a day. That's just like how I've always been. That's all what my like mind is programmed to do. I don't know why, but for some weird reason I only eat one meal a day, and it's usually at night, which is like probably like the worst time you should eat. Also guys, quick look at my nails and look at my rings. They're so cute. Like, they're press-ons. I'm done getting the glue ones on because it's off topic, but me personally, I only like having nails on for like a week at the most, and then 4 weeks is just such a commitment for me, and I don't really want to commit that much. So press-on nails are amazing because I can keep them on for as long as I want. If you guys are interested in a video about how I do my press-on nails, let me know in the comments down below, but I'm going to get back on topic. So in high school, I would skip lunch 70% of the time, and like I would pretty much only eat at home. And all my friends would always ask, like, why are you eating lunch? Why are you eating lunch? And it's just genuinely like, I just didn't want to eat lunch. I was just always wanted to eat dinner. I don't know. It's really, really weird. So high school, I was still really skinny. I like was just so skinny. Like everyone thought I was anorexic. Everyone thought there was an issue, especially because they weren't seeing me eat in high school during lunch. So that was the whole thing. I had to convince a bunch of people that I wasn't anorexic and I do eat. I just like to eat home and yada yada yada. I guess we could just fast forward to college, because that's when I really started to realize there was a big problem. So, alright, so my freshman year of college, I walked in skinny. And by the end of the year, you know how everyone's like, when you go to college, you're going to gain freshman 15. Everyone does. You can't help it. Yada, yada, yada. So I was expecting to gain the freshman 15, which at this point in time I wasn't upset about, because I wanted the 15 pounds. I wanted to gain the weight. So I was happy. Like, I was like, oh, perfect. I'm going to be like the perfect size. I'm going to be the size that I finally want to be. And this is where it gets sad. So I wind up actually gaining the freshman 50 pounds, literally. I was 190 pounds and leaving college. When I started college, I was 140. So I gained 50 pounds. I'm already getting emotional talking about it, just because like I remember being so sad at that point in time. But I literally gained 50 pounds in a year. And it was very traumatic for me, and it was really hard going home and like visiting family, because obviously family picked right up on it immediately, like, oh my god, Kenny, you're gaining so much weight, what's going on, you don't even look like yourself. So my family thought I like gained a lot of weight, and they started actually calling me fat. And like I said, I've always struggled with my weight, whether I was too skinny, and now I'm being called too fat. So I kind of just felt like I will never be good enough. I'm either too skinny or too fat. I'm never going to be like the in-between. So whenever I'd go home, everyone would just pretty much be like, wow, Kenny, you gained so much weight. But it was, the way they were saying it, it wasn't in a positive light, if you know what I mean. It was like very like, wow, like, damn, you got big. And like, that really upset me, because like, I didn't mind gaining 15 pounds, because I did believe I needed the 15 pounds to gain. But 50 pounds, I did not look like myself. I could no longer fit into a small. Could barely fit into a medium. I was pretty much heading to the large. I'm like, it was just such an awkward phase, because all my clothes that I previously could fit, I was squeezing into. And I was so used to going to stores and buying smalls and not trying them on, because obviously I'm fitting in them. Like, I had no problem. Like, I knew I would fit into them. Then I started gaining weight, and like, when you're gaining weight, it's very gradual, so you don't even like realize when you're gaining a shit ton of weight until you see like the before and after, and then you're like, holy fuck. So at this time, I still was walking in the stores like, I want a small, or I'll take a medium, and small and mediums were just not fitting me anymore. The clothes were so tight on me. The clothes were just so tight on me. The jeans were just so tight. Everything's just started to rip. It just wasn't cute. It just wasn't cute. And I remember being really sad about it then. And all this is like kind of before I was like online, because like obviously being online really adds a lot of pressure to you, and you feel like you have to keep up, and you feel like you have to look your best, and you feel like your pictures are being taken a lot, so you have to look good like pretty much all the time. So I had a lot of pressure before I even got online. So just adding online and social media on top of it, it's just like, I went through a fucking phase. So I kind of just starved myself a tiny bit at this point in time. I'm not even gonna say I tried to make myself throw up a couple times. Like, obviously I just, personally for me, I can't make myself throw up. It just really hurts. And I just physically can't do it. I will say I tried it, but it just hurt my throat so much. And anyone who does it, it was like the next day your fucking throat and your chest hurts so bad that I physically just couldn't do it. or else I would probably be doing it. And I know this is not like something I should be happy about, but I'm just saying at this present time, I would have done anything to lose the weight that I gained in college. So fast forward, so summer, like heading into my sophomore year, I got my tonsils out, and thankfully I lost like 20 pounds because I wasn't able to eat after the procedure for like 2 weeks, so I had dropped so much weight. So at this point I was 160, and I was really happy with this weight. I thought I was looking good. I knew I wasn't as skinny as I was before, and I also wasn't as big as I was then, so I was like, alright, I'm in a good healthy spot. So I was really happy that I lost all the weight that I like gained that first freshman year. But then when I got back to school, everyone was like, honey, what the hell, you look sick, you look sick, you look sick, why aren't you eating, why aren't you eating, why aren't you eating? And at this point, like I said, like right before school started, I got my tonsils out, so I still wasn't able to eat as much as I could. Because everyone thought I had a problem because I wasn't really eating as much as they saw me eating freshman year. Because freshman year I gave no fucks. I was there to pretty much gain a couple pounds, not thinking I'd gain 50 pounds. I wasn't being aware of like what I was eating because I never really cared about what I was eating. I always just ate what I wanted to eat. So all my friends started being very concerned for my health. Like, what's wrong? Why aren't you eating? Like, you lost so much weight. You look skinny. You look unhealthy. So I went back to the whole skinny, malnourished. And honestly, I was upset about that too, because like I said before, like I didn't want to be too skinny and I didn't want to be too fat. And I'm sorry if you guys think I'm like being a girl or whatever, but guys do go through these things, and I just want you guys to know, like, girls are not the only people that struggle with eating habits. Guys can too. And it is something that I have struggled with for a long time. And I've done crazy diets. Like, at one point I went on a mozzarella stick diet because I didn't want to eat meat. I didn't want to eat anything. I just wanted to eat cheese, and that's pretty much it. Because I felt like the cheese would fill me up. And for a while, you know, it's my famous mozzarella stick diet that I've done. I did it for a couple months, like probably right before season 2 of the show that I was on. And I did drop a lot of weight, and a lot of people did notice that, and that was probably junior year, senior year. I probably was like 175, which right now 175 for me would be the perfect weight. I'm probably about 40 pounds over that right now. I'm in the 200s, and that's something that makes me really upset to say because I've never been 200 pounds before. And I hate getting emotional about it, and I know you guys are probably like, this dramatic bitch, like maybe you guys don't even notice that I've gained weight, but it really has taken a toll on me because I don't want to go out anymore. I just want to sit on the couch and eat at this point because I just don't feel like myself. I don't feel hot anymore. I don't feel attractive anymore. I don't feel wanted anymore, and that's a scary feeling for me, only because I'm used to like going out and having a good time and just being a fun person. But lately I haven't been as fun as I used to be, and I think my main reason for it is being that I gained a lot of weight. I don't feel comfortable in a lot of clothes that I wear anymore, and I don't feel comfortable going out and dancing anymore because I don't want to be like the fat guy on the dance floor that everyone's like looking at. And I have nothing against fat people. I love everyone. This is just my own struggle that I've been dealing with for such a long time, and I kind of just thought about it recently, and I'm like, wow, like, what is it about food? Like, I constantly just think about food. Like, all I can think about is food. Like, and I kid you not, like 90% of the day, the only thing I can think about is what my next meal is going to be, how much weight I've gained, food weight. That's all I can think about these days. It's like, this has to be a problem. This is not healthy. This is not good, you know what I mean? I know there's a problem, and I see that, and I've just been trying to figure out what the problem is. And after doing a lot of research online, I've noticed that my symptoms are most similar to binge eating disorders, and I'm going to explain why I say that. There's like a little checklist, I guess you could say. But the first thing is eating unusually large amounts of food in a specific amount of time, such as over a 2-hour period. So I eat a lot. Like I said, I'll eat once a day, and it's always a large amount of food. Like literally 2 nights ago, I spent $30 at McDonald's. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me how, but a lot of the times my eyes are way bigger than my stomach. But the issue is my stomach thinks he's as big as my eyes. So I'll continue to eat. I will never leave a plate empty. I finish everything in front of me, and you will rarely ever catch me throwing out food just because I feel like there's someone else out there that could probably eat that meal. So I just like, I hate to waste food, you know? Like there's people out there in the world that wish they can eat or wish they had that meal to eat. So I try not to waste it just so I don't feel bad about myself. The next thing on the checklist was feeling that your behavior is out of control. I pretty much just said that. I think my behavior is way out of control. I'm constantly thinking about food. That's all I can think about. Eating when you're full or not hungry. Pretty much all the time, because here's another issue. So my eating schedule is different from my boyfriend's eating schedule, but I eat on both of our schedules, if that makes sense. So I could have eaten 2 hours ago, and if my boyfriend's hungry right now, I'll eat again. And I'm talking like a full course meal, not no little tiny meal, if you get what I'm saying. Like I eat a full meal, so that's another problem. Eating rapidly during binge episodes. Pretty much me coming home from the bar, I'll eat literally everything, and it's just fucking crazy. And then eating until you're uncontrollably full. I will literally eat until my stomach is touching this table, and all my friends can vouch for that. I will literally eat until my stomach is bloated. And usually when I do that, I try to drink coffee just to kind of like give me the shits. But I learned that really gives you the shits, and then I'm usually on the toilet forever. Frequently eating alone or in secret. So I don't really eat alone. I love to eat with people, but that's another problem. So since I have a bunch of friends, like one friend might be like, oh, let's get breakfast. Other friend might be like, let's get lunch. Other friend might be, let's get dinner. Or like another friend might be like, let's get appetizers. And usually I go with every single friend, which does not help my problem, because now I'm eating quadruple the food that I normally would want to eat, because I typically like to eat 1 meal a day, which is not good, obviously. Feeling depressed, disgusted, and ashamed, guilty, or upset about your eating literally all the time. It's gotten to the point where I don't even want to do anything fun anymore, just because I don't like how I look. And like, to me, confidence is everything, and I've always struggled with self-esteem growing up. So like, I did get to a point where I was extremely confident. So I don't even want to tell you guys what I've done to try to lose weight. I actually went on hydroxycut, I think last summer, and I forgot exactly which one I was on, but I was doing the one where they all might be like this, but I was doing the ones where you swallow a pill, either 1 or 2 pills, right before you eat your biggest meal of the day. And I was doing that. Like I said, I only eat 1 meal a day, usually, probably for 3 months, and I thought I was losing weight. Maybe I really was losing weight, but either way, when I stopped using the hydroxycut, I gained double the weight back. Because normally big for me was 180s, was like pretty big for me. And then now I'm in the 200s, if I'm being 100% real. I'm too scared to check right now, but I know the last time I got on the scale it was 209. And that just like, saying that is just like very crazy for me. But last time I got on the scale it was 209 pounds, and at that point I just stopped getting on, and I know I gained weight since then. And I don't know, I kind of just wanted to tell you guys about what I've been going through lately, and like why you feel like I haven't been posting as much as I used to and all that kind of stuff. But it really genuinely has been because I'm not as confident as I used to be, and I'm working on it. And I'm either going to just be body positive and just accept myself for what I am, and like just be happy and eat whatever I choose, or I'm gonna do something about it and start losing weight and start going to the gym. And I have a bunch of friends that keep trying to get me to go to the gym, and I just can't bring myself to it. I don't know what it is. I just physically just can't. But I think I need to just do it. I need to just start going to the gym. That's pretty much what it is. Not only because I want to lose weight, because I need to be healthier. And it shows, like, the more I've gained weight, the lazier I've become. And It really does show. I think if I start going to the gym, I'll probably lose weight, but I'll also be healthier because I'm being active. And I want to start eating more healthy things. Like, I want to start eating salads more. I want to start not eating fast food. Guys, when I tell you fast food is the biggest culprit, fast food has been the worst culprit for me. And I can't blame anyone but myself. I am the person that obviously drives to get the food, but I'm going to tell you this. I think fast food is a disease. I think fast food is an addiction. I think fast food is crazy. Like, it's like adrenaline almost, and it's like, I love it. Like, as soon as I eat a burger, I get so excited, and that's what you guys see on my social media platforms. You guys always see me talking about, like, burgers and McDonald's and fries and nuggets and, like, all the fast food in the world. And secretly, behind the camera, I'm sad, and I know I shouldn't be eating the meal. I know I should be staying away, and I know I just shouldn't be going to where I'm about to go. But I try to pull the whole relatable, I'm fun, I'm gonna eat what I want, yada yada yada, fuck it, I'm hot, whatever. Like, I try to pull that card, but recently it's been so hard for me. It's gotten to a point where I don't even post pictures. I don't like to go out anymore. I don't like shopping anymore because I just hate that I can't fit into, like, the sizes that I want to fit in. And it has been really hard for me. I finally have gained so much weight that it's just, like, unreal to me, and I really, really want to do something about it. I wanted to open up to you guys about it because I know eating issues and eating habits are a worldwide issue, and I'm sure some of you guys that are watching have probably experienced something like this. And I don't know, I just think the more knowledge I have on this topic, the better I'll be. If you guys know any, like, healthy diets or anything that I could possibly do to lose some weight. I still want to have an occasional bad meal, but I don't want to eat bad all the time. So if you guys know a diet that has worked for you, please let me know down in the comments below. And I'm really making this video because I tend to, when I make a video or I post something publicly, I tend to follow through with what I'm saying. So if I'm saying I'm going to go to the gym, if I'm saying I'm going to lose weight, I'll probably wind up doing it just because I said that. I would hate to get back on here in a month or so and I've gained more weight. So yeah, I hope you guys don't think I'm annoying for talking about this. I really didn't want to post this because I don't want people to think I'm weak, and I don't want people to think I'm vulnerable, and I don't want people to think that I'm depressed because of it. I am really sad about my weight, but I do realize I still am an attractive person, and weight isn't everything. I do realize that, but like I said, with me being online, it does kind of bother me when I see someone similar to me looking super skinny, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, it can be very triggering. You guys have seen it. You guys have done it. You've been on Instagram and you've strolled past a photo and you're like, oh my god, why can't I look like that? Like, that's just been me lately. And I used to look like that. I look back at old pictures of myself and I thought I was bigger, and I'm like, what was wrong with me? I was fine. You know what I mean? So now, knowing that I'm bigger than that now, it's just been a journey for me. So I really just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys and let you guys know what I've been going through, but what I've really been dealing with my whole life, and it finally just hit me within this past year. But don't let anyone tell you that guys can't go through this, because guys can go through it, and I just don't think it's talked about as openly, because when guys talk about their eating habits, they're seen as weak, or they're seen as less manly or less masculine. But something that I want to work on, and it's something that I'm going to get better at, because I want to be healthy and I want to live a really long life, and I think if I don't change my eating habits, I will become a diabetic. So I really need to change, because diabetes does run in my family. So that's also why I've been really trying to change my ways. I'm definitely a binge eater, and it's definitely something I need to work on, because I starve myself to a point where I'm so hungry that I can eat anything, and that's just crazy. Like, and I mean, I will literally eat anything, but I starve myself so much that when I finally eat that meal, I'm eating for 4 people at that point. So yeah, boos, thank you for allowing me to open up with you. I have a couple things planned. I'm also throwing a Halloween ball October 26th. So if you're in the Lehigh Valley area and you're above 21, come through. Check out my Instagram for details. And I love you so much, and guys, in the next one.
Have a good day.